Hello, everybody. Hi. Can everybody see me and hear me? Let me know. Let me know if you guys can see me and hear me. Welcome. Hola. Welcome, everybody. Good. It's good. You guys can see me. You guys can hear me. We're looking good. Welcome, everybody. Let me know in the comments where everybody is tuning in from today. I am so excited to be with you guys today. I want to hear where you guys are tuning in from. Let me know in the comments. Germany, Colorado, Estonia. I love it. That's amazing. That's amazing. Again, from all over the world. I love it when we get together because we really are such a beautiful tribe from all over the world. And it's so exciting to do these meditations with you guys. I'm seeing all of the comments rolling in. You guys are amazing. It's so good to see you guys today. Thank you guys for, coming together for this meditation. I'm really, really excited for this today. I'm gonna let's give it a couple of minutes for people to start rolling in because sometimes people take a little while to come on. So I'll just do a little bit of housekeeping. I don't know if this is the first time that anyone's doing a YouTube activation with me, let me know in the comments. I want to see how many first timers are here. Just raise your hand and say, or if you're, one of the regulars of our community, welcome. We have this amazing community that just our activations are so powerful. I hear all about it afterwards when you guys send me Instagram messages. It's amazing. So I'm really, really excited. So just a little bit of housekeeping. If you guys have never done a YouTube live activation with me, you're going to need to hear these instructions. If you have, I'm going to be a little bit repetitive, so I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I love to give these instructions. Okay, so one important instruction is that when we get to the meditation component of it, that you're in a nice straight spine position, whether you're lying down or sitting up. Just make sure that your spine is straight when we're doing the activation. Another important thing to note is that when we're doing live activations, it's very common, if you've never worked with me before or never done a meditation with me before, it's very common for people to actually feel physical symptoms. They can actually feel the energy in their body. A lot of people feel this. So don't freak out. Don't be afraid. It's okay if you can feel symptoms. Nothing's going wrong. Nothing's happening. It's actually a really good sign that the energy is circulating. Okay, so don't be afraid. Probably the most important when we're doing live activations with me is to always, absolutely always, when you finish the live activation, have a big glass of water ready and you got to chug that water down. Okay, you got to do it. I've had so many people who say to me, oh my God, I forgot to drink my water. And then I had this massive headache afterwards and I couldn't get rid of it. And really, that really is true. That happens to so many people. Okay, so water is a major conductor of energy. And when we are moving this much energy, putting water into your body right afterwards really helps the energy circulate, and it helps calm things down. And it also helps process energy when you introduce that much water. Okay, so either maybe if you want to do it now, you can get up now and go get yourself a big glass of water or a water bottle and have it next to you for when the meditation starts. Okay, and chug it, literally chug it. It's not just one little sip that you're going to take. You're really going to take at least 8 ounces of water. Chug it right after the activation. Okay. So welcome everybody. So good to see everyone. So that's kind of that was my little rules for doing live activations with me. I want to just talk a little bit, just very, very briefly. I want to talk about the energy and what's going on spiritually. I actually am going to I'm releasing a video that talks about the behind the scenes things that are happening from a spiritual perspective in the war right now in Ukraine. That video is coming out on March 15th. So not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, we're going to have a video on exactly what's going on spiritually behind the scenes in that conflict and how I gave some tips in the video. I shot that video today. I gave some tips in the video on how to stabilize your energy in times of conflict. So that's coming out on the 15th. So I don't want to talk too much about the energy because this is going to be purely, I want to leave us enough time to have a good activation. So the majority of this live today is going to be for the meditation and the group meditation. I've already gotten quite a bit of indication from the guides on what type of meditation we're going to have today. I've never done a meditation the way my guides instructed me to do today. So it's going to be something new. And it's probably because I've never done a live meditation during an active war situation, for an active war situation. So this is the first time I'm doing it. So the guides gave very specific instructions on how we're going to do this today. And I think part of the reason is because the energy is so very destabilized. The energy is very chaotic, very violent. The energy itself is very violent. And that usually happens when a conflict breaks out. It reverberates across the planet and it creates this kind of surface level chaos that affects us all, especially the closer we get geographically to the area where the conflict is happening. The more that energy reverberates on us. Okay, so I'm in Europe, I'm in Portugal, so I'm as west as you can get in the continent of Europe, but I can feel the energy. And the more east we go, closer to Ukraine, the more we start to feel this energy. Okay, so what I want to do here initially, I just want to give you a tiny bit of intention. We're going to set an intention, and we're dropping politics today. So there's no politics involved here. There's no picking sides. There's no, I was actually really surprised. The energy was so chaotic that I don't know if any of you guys noticed this on my social media or on YouTube, but the energy is so chaotic that even me calling a meditation, it was called Meditation for Ukraine, and just simply by calling this meditation, I didn't realize how controversial that would be. The energy is so violent that people actually started to lash out at me on social media just for bringing a meditation together, which was I was just so surprised and a bit frustrated, but it is what it is. It's the energy that's going around, and so we kind of have to correct the energy a little bit. Okay. So I just got a little bit of pushback, people saying, why are you doing a meditation for Ukraine and not doing for this country and that country and the other country? And it was just a very, very chaotic energy. So it's important for us to clear the energy. So when I call for an activation for something, a group activation for something, if I say, today I'd like to meditate for Ukraine, I'm not in any way discounting any other situation on the planet. I'm not discounting anyone else's suffering. I'm not discounting or invalidating anything else. I'm just specifically, when I feel called to call for meditations, I will call for the meditations on whatever topic is close to my heart and whatever topic I'm being guided to go into. Okay, so wanted to clear that energy up a little bit, but also want to clear up the energy around what we're going to be doing today. Okay, so usually if you've done activations with me, you know that usually I guide a lot through the meditation, right? So you'll be hearing my voice as if you don't have earbuds, just maybe get yourself some good not earplugs, but some good headphones for the meditation portion. Today, I don't know if I've done this on a YouTube Live, have instruments on a YouTube Live. Today, we're just going to have one instrument. It's going to be my wind chime. So let me pull it up for you guys to see. Okay, this is my wind chime. And so I'm going, when I start the meditation, I'm going to be using this wind chime. Tiago, is this second microphone working? Is the second microphone on? Is it on? Okay. So Tiago's going to come over and he's just going to turn on the microphone so you guys can hear. I'm going to have the wind chimes going. And so I'm going to use these wind chimes to call angelic energy. Okay, so the wind chimes are beautiful to call angelic energy. We're going to be using angelic energy a lot today. Okay, you can turn off the mic, this one, for just a little bit. You can turn off this mic for a little bit if you want to. Cool. Okay, so the wind chimes are gonna be used for us to call angelic energy, and I'm gonna be calling angelic energy, those are those are the guides that are coming through a lot of angelic energy, a lot of archangelic energy. They vibrate in a very, very pure energy. I'm also going to be calling forth spirit guides of the land for that specific geographic location. So you're going to be hearing me talk and bring in elementals. So this is the fairy kingdom. This is the elven kingdom. So all of these figures, mythological figures, exist in an energy way, and elementals are very, very important for the grounding of the land. So the elementals work a lot in the land. So I'm going to be working with elementals today. So they've asked to be called forward. We're going to be calling elementals. We're also going to be calling a specific type of elementals or of earth energy. They're called the earth keepers. I'm going to be calling earth keepers forward today for our activation. So we're going to be working with a mix of angelics and a mix of earth-based energies like elementals. Okay. And so, what we're going to do here, though, is because I want to take the energy of polarities, there's so much polarity, so much polarity. So, it's Russia versus Ukraine and this versus that. I'm going to take the this versus that out of this meditation. And so, during the meditation, you're actually going to hear very few words from me. And you're going to hear words that are not polarizing, so that during the meditation, you can just integrate the energy and you're not feeling any split or triggered by any specific words, so that the energy goes right through you and you're able to be a pure vessel to send energy. Okay. Now, something different that we're doing today with this meditation that I've never done before is I'm preparing you for it with an intention before, so that when we get to the actual meditation, it's going to be just a lot of wind chimes and just pointed affirmations and pointed guidance every once in a while. So there will be a lot of moments during the activation that you don't hear my voice at all. All you're hearing is wind chimes. Okay. And sometimes I'll even put the wind chimes down and it'll be silence. Okay. So if you hear silence from me for a little while, don't think I'm disconnected or you lost connection to YouTube. We're going to actually work with silence for a little bit. Okay. So that's just to prepare you. But I want to set forth an intention. Okay. I want us to set forth an intention of what we're doing today. The guides were very, very clear on the type of meditation that they want. So if you've done activations with me before, usually we'll start the activation, we connect our energies, we open up our energies, and we are going to do that today. But the guides have called us to really use projection energy today, which I've never done before in an activation. And the reason they're asking this is because the energy is so chaotic, it's very violent, and it's very strong. And I'm sure all of you have been feeling it also. It's just very, very strong energy. Okay. It's so strong that it's affecting everywhere, really all over the planet. So just as an example, a friend of mine who's Russian was actually attacked yesterday in a grocery store in Portugal in broad daylight. And she was attacked because she's Russian. And so there's this animosity, there's this energy all over the place, regardless of where you are on the planet. These energies are kicking up. Okay. And so I want to be able to set this intention. And what we're going to do today, we have to be able to counter that energy. Okay. And sometimes the way to counter that energy is to project outwards light. And that's what the guides have asked, is for us to be very strong projectors of light outwards. So the image that they gave me was that I can see it. It's that our energy systems, our light fields, our auras, they're going to start to pulsate outwards. So if you can start to kind of envision that in your mind or feel it in your body, if you can just feel yourself as it looks like a wave, it looks like a sound wave, but it's not a sound wave. It's light and it pulsates out. And that's how we're going to throw our light out. We're going to be pulsating our energy fields out, kind of in this boom, boom, boom. Okay. So let me know if you're able to start feeling this just as I'm talking. Let me know here in the comments. If you can just, even with your eyes open, watching me right now on YouTube, Can you feel your energy just being able to go boom, boom? It's this pulsating energy outward of light. Okay, let me know if you guys can do this, if you can feel you can do this. Okay, good, 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 good. Yes, yes. Someone just said like a heartbeat. I love that. I love that. Yes, think of it like a heartbeat. Ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. I love that. Okay. So notice that this way of doing things, it's not the energy that's being called today for this meditation. It's not light and fluffy. It's not forceful in the sense that it's not violent, but it's strong and it's going boom, 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 boom. Okay, so the light is going to be pulsating outwards from our energy systems, and that's the type of energy that the guides have called for today. Okay, and so many people are saying, yes, I can do it, I could do it, I could do it. I love it, I love it. Okay. There are some people that are saying they're already feeling the energy. Yes, absolutely. The energy is coming through. As soon as we start these lives, we're already protected and we're already in this group energy. Okay. So that's kind of a little bit of instructions on how we're going to do this. All right. So remember your energy system pulsating outward. You can start doing it right now, and it's going to keep pulsating outward. And you're going to envision in your heart and in your mind, you're going to envision the geographic location of Ukraine, Russia, and all of those surrounding countries that are also really heavily affected. So Belarus, Poland, Romania, all of those countries there. Of course, Russia, Ukraine, main geographic locations, but all of that region, you're going to hold that in your intention and you're just going to pulsate. It's my intention to pulsate the energy right to that geographic location. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And you're pulsating light, pure, unobstructed light. And this is why I want to ask you all, regardless of what your position is, whether you agree that Russia should have invaded, whether you agree that Ukrainian, I want you to throw that all out. And you're going to say to yourself, I put politics, I put beliefs, I put everything aside. And I'm literally, my sole mission for this activation is going to be to pulsate pure light and pure love out of me towards that geographic location. Okay. So that's a really pure intention. Now, I've also been very specifically guided to ask you all to hold in your heart specific, I wrote them actually down so that I wouldn't forget, specific people aside from the land. Okay, so we're going to meditate and we're going to send our pulsating energy to the land, to the actual land, and those waves are going to penetrate into the land, but also to people. Okay, and there's specific groups of people that we're going to hold in our intention. We're going to hold them in our intention, and we're going to send these lights, the lights to them. Okay, so obviously, one, Ukrainian people who are on the ground right now, just terrorized by bombs and violence and everything, the first intention. There's close to 1 million refugees already in bordering countries, and there's probably going to be an exponential increase in refugees. So we're possibly going to have a refugee crisis very soon. So we're going to send first group of people, Ukrainian people, whether they've been displaced or whether they are still on the land in Ukraine. So that's one. We send the energy to them, loving energy to them. Also sending beautiful, loving energy to Russian people who are already starting to feel the effects of the severe sanctions. And their suffering is probably going to be prolonged also because as these sanctions really set in, the Russian economy is collapsing. And so there's going to be a lot of suffering there, and there already is a lot of suffering. So to all Russian citizens right now, to Russian citizens, a lot of energy being sent to Russian citizens who are risking their lives to protest this war. There have been thousands of arrests in a country that does not permit protests or peaceful civil protests. They're being arrested. So sending a lot of light to people in Russia who are standing up, who are getting involved in these peaceful protests, even at the great risk of being arrested and harmed. Okay, and also to leaders on both sides. The times of autocratic leaders, of leaders that don't take into consideration the will of the people, the time of those autocratic leaders is coming to an end. And so that's kind of what this from a spiritual perspective, this conflict is really pushing us into an era of more freedom, more personal sovereignty, more personal choice for all citizens on the planet. And so any leader with autocratic tendencies, with authoritarian tendencies, with anti-democratic tendencies, they are going to be disappeared from the planet. That energy is being dissolved. The energy of authoritarianism is being dissolved. But in the meantime, in this temporary time that we're going through this, sometimes as something is dissolving, sometimes it dies hard. And it takes a while, and sometimes the energy will kick up. As it's dying, the energy will sometimes kick up, and that's what's happening. So to all of the leaders, whether they are authoritarian or democratic, any leader right now that's participating in this war on one end or another, that we're going to send light to those leaders. And we're going to send our light very, very forcefully so that leaders on both sides learn how to lead their countries and lead the people that they are in charge of leading through more democracy, through more freedom, through listening, through understanding that they have to be chosen by the people, and that these freedom codes be thrown more and more at leaders in this specific area that we're doing the meditation for today, but all across the world also. These freedom codes are really, really important. And any leader that's not embedded with these freedom codes anymore, any leader that has any kind of authoritarian, anti-democratic energy in them, they're going to be dissolved from the 3D matrix soon. Okay, so let's send energy to leadership everywhere involved in this conflict. Okay, whether it's Putin, whether it's president of Ukraine, whether it's generals, any kind of leadership position, we're sending this light out. Okay, so those were specifically the groups of people that I was asked to project this energy to today in our call. Okay. Beautiful. All right, everybody. So I'm going to ask Tiago, you can come over and turn on my second microphone now. So our producer's coming over. I'm going to turn on this second microphone that I have, a special microphone here for my wind chime. And okay, everybody. Excellent. So let's start getting ready. We started this meditation, the energy of the meditation started at 22:22. When I looked at my clock, it's 22. Well, now it's 22:23, but it was 22:22 when we opened energy for this. So it's an incredible number. So not a coincidence. So let's start to get into our activation meditation mode. Remember your pulsating energy, okay? And just I can already feel it on me. I can feel the pulsating energy. I'm sure you guys can start feeling this already. And so, as we do with all of our activations, now it's time to focus inward. So let's cool the comment section for a little bit. So maybe put your phones down. If you're watching me on a TV, you can just close your eyes or even turn away from the screen so that the light of the screen isn't affecting your eyes, and just close your eyes. Find a meditation position, whether it's lying down or sitting, but make sure that your spine is straight. Close your eyes, and let's cut down the comments now, and let's start focusing in on our inner environment and focus on breathing. Okay. And from here on in, your primary concern is that pulsating of love, pulsating of light. That's your primary intention for this meditation, okay? All right, let's close our eyes. Excellent. We're going to start to focus on our breathing. Okay, there's around 1,820 people on the call right now on this activation. So let's set out the intention to connect to each other's energy, to all 1,820 people on the call right now. So you're just going to imagine and envision that we are all over the world, and we're like dots of light. And we are going to connect our energies now. So you're going to command your aura, your energetic field, to start expanding, And remember, it's already pulsating. You're going to ask your energy field, command it to expand until it fills the entire room that you're sitting in. And that's going to be the first phase. Fill the entire room you're meditating in. Fill it with pulsating light now. And now one more time, command your energy field out of the room that you're meditating in and let it spread all the way out of the building, into the city, into the country you're meditating in, and just keep letting that energy field go out and out and out until it connects to all of the people on this call from all over the world. Command your energy field to connect now. And we are forming a web of energy, connected energy, pulsating energy all around the world. This beautiful net is enveloping the entire planet. Let's take a nice deep breath to reinforce that connection to each other. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. And now I'm going to call our teams in the highest light. Each one of us has a group of guides. I call those guides to come into this meditation now and to anchor themselves together so they create an even bigger energy grid around us to reinforce our energy. I ask our guides to connect to each other now. Excellent. And I'm being asked by the guides to relay the information that although you are pulsating outward, you're not pulsating, you're not losing life force, is what the guides are saying. So you're in no way, shape, or form losing life force, because as you pulsate outward, you're receiving from source energy. You are receiving energy from the guides. So you are merely a channel, a vehicle. The energy that you are pulsating out is not draining you, it's invigorating you because you're receiving it from the universe. So start to focus on that pulsating energy. Maybe you can hear it. Maybe you can feel it. Just focus on your energy. Boom, boom, boom. It's pulsating outwards. And our energy, now that it is connected, our energy creates these enormous pulsating waves of light and love that are very, very powerful. And now, as our energies are starting to pulsate, I'm going to call more light. So focus on the top of your head. This is your crown chakra. On the top of your head, you're going to command your crown chakra to open up wide as it wants to go. 3, 2, 1, open. As your crown chakra opens up, you're going to start to see or feel a very strong beam of light coming from above and entering your head, the top of your head. And as that beam of light is coming into the top of the head, it's energizing your pulsating energy. It's contributing. It's making it more powerful. This is direct source energy that you're streaming now. And that's just made our energy more powerful. And now focus on the geographic area. Ukraine, Russia, Belarus, Poland, Romania, all of those neighboring countries, that entire geographic location, and direct your pulsating energy right there. And now here come the angels. I call on the legions of angels. I call on the legions of archangels, of the purest energy, closest to God. May the legions and legions of angels and archangels stream through with the call of this wind chime. And the angels are coming through, and they're actually entering the space that you're meditating in. And the image that they're giving me is that they're riding on the pulsating waves of your own energy. It's an amazing image they're giving me. So if you can see those angels coming in, and then just see them riding on the pulsating waves of your energy, and they're riding towards the geographic location we're meditating for. So let them ride. As the angels join our energy, where their beautiful, beautiful, high, pure, angelic energy, the intensity of our pulsating group gets bigger and bigger. The pulsating waves are bigger, they're stronger, they're more powerful. The angelic energy is activating our pulsating waves, and they are giving a vibration of neutralization. So they're coming through, they're going to the geographic location we're sending them to. And it's not just love that's going that way, it's neutralization. So it's going in to neutralize fear, hate, violence, anger, rage. All of these lower vibrational frequencies are being held by the angelic realm. And through our pulsating waves, all of this is being turned into love. Let's take a nice deep breath, because there's a little bit of resistance here because the energy is very violent, very chaotic. So we need a little bit extra power here, everybody. So let's take a nice deep breath and let's pump out more energy. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. May peace prevail. May love prevail. May calmness prevail. May love prevail. May stability prevail. If you feel your energy system at any moment getting tired, no worries. All you have to do is focus on the beam of light coming through the top of your head again and just ask for that beam of light to increase its intensity so that you can pump out more. The goal is not for you to get tired. The goal is for you to open up and become a more powerful vessel. So you just call for more light if you need it. We have a second wave of angels coming in. Here we go. More angels. There are many, many more angels than the first wave. There's a lot more coming through. Here we go. Let them ride on the waves of your energy. Breathe in. In this silence, hold that pulsating energy. Hold it for a little bit longer. There are still angels coming through. Let's take a nice deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, the intensity of the pulsating waves is going to start to slow down. And now we're going to call in energy to help us ground those pulsating waves. I call in the earth keepers. I call in the elemental realms, the fairies, the elven, any elemental of the light that wishes to help us today in anchoring these beautiful energies into the geographic location that we are meditating for today. We call the ancestors of the light, the ancestors that have lived for generations after generations in the geographic locations of Ukraine and Russia. We ask for those beautiful ancestors of light to step forward to help anchor and ground this energy that we have just sent, this powerful, beautiful energy. And as all of these beautiful earth keepers are assembling, now on top of the light beam that's coming up through your head, now you're going to open another portal, and it's down in the first chakra. It's the tippy tip of the tailbone of your spine. That's where that first chakra is. So if you're sitting, that chakra is going to open up, and it's going to create a portal down into the earth. Open your first chakra, command it to open now. As your first chakra opens, you're going to start to feel an immediate grounding of the energy, that light beam, the waves of energy that you have been vibrating outward. They're now going to go down into the ground. And through the ground, they're going to make their way into the earth, into the deep layers of the earth. And they're going to make their way to the geographic location of Ukraine. When this beautiful light energy arrives through the depths of the earth, it's being anchored there by the light keepers of the land, the ancestors of the light, fairy and elven realms, any elementals of the light that work in that geographic location. We gift this energy to them today so that it may help them in their assistance of the land that is being destroyed now. We bring healing to that land. We anchor the beautiful waves of light that we have emanated. We anchor this energy down into the ground now. I'm being asked by the guides of the land for us as a group to please clear ancestral energy, to clear past energy. They're telling me that part of the reason why this conflict is existing right now is because of old beliefs, of things that have long gone. Those old beliefs are still operating. We ask those old beliefs, the history, the past, to be dissolved now, so that a new future can be made. They're asking us to voice this in a mantra affirmation, so I'm going to repeat it, and you guys can repeat it out loud if you have the ability to repeat it out loud with me. So let me say it first. This is what the ancestors are asking. I dissolve the past of this land now. Okay, take a nice deep breath. Repeat this with me. Breathe in. I dissolve the past of this land now. Breathe in. I dissolve the past of this land now. There's a new energy grid being weaved in this land. It's being birthed. Excellent. Let's take a nice deep breath. One last grounding of our energy. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Send the energy down into the ground through your first chakra, into the deep layers of the earth and across the globe to reach the land where this war is taking place right now. May there be more harmony, peace, love, calmness, gentleness. Let's express gratitude to the beautiful guides that are working with us today. Thank you so much to the Earth Keepers. Thank you so much to all of the elementals that are working so hard on the land right now. Thank you to the fairies and the elvens, the Earth Keepers, the ancestors of the land. And the angelic realm. The angelic realm wishes to stay a little bit longer, so even after this meditation, they're going to hang out a little bit longer. So they've asked me not to withdraw their energy. So we're just going to leave angelic energy in the region, please. And for those of you that wish to hold the intention, you can hold the intention the rest of the day if you want to, or even longer, you can just hold the intention of being a pure vessel for this beautiful angelic energy if it wants to keep streaming through you and ride your waves all the way to Ukraine. You can hold that if you want to after this meditation. Thank you to the beautiful angelic energy, the archangelic energy that brings such purity, such purity. Thank you so much for all that you do. And now the energy that's left here at the end, if you can feel it, it's no longer pulsating. It's a quiet, still peace. It's spaciousness, stillness, silence. And now start to call back your energy system. Disconnect your energy from everyone else and just start to recall your energy system. Bring it all the way back until it fills the room that you're sitting in. And then eventually call it back to its normal size. And I ask our beautiful spirit guides who have been connected also, holding this ceremony, holding space for this ceremony. Thank you so much to the beautiful spirit guides that we each have. It's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful team that each and every one of us has. Thank you so much for anchoring this ceremony today. I ask that our spirit guides disconnect from each other now. And let's take one last deep breath before we open our eyes. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Good. You can open your eyes when you're ready. How did you guys feel? Some people are saying I got in late to the meditation. Don't worry, this is being recorded. You can watch it. You can watch it on YouTube afterwards. It'll work just as powerfully. Maybe not just as powerfully. It's more powerful live, but even if you're minutes delayed or you see this tomorrow or the next day, it's still going to work, okay? How did you guys feel? Effie is saying, I'm sweating. I'm seeing some of the comments come through. There's been a lot. You guys felt it. Yes, drink your water. A lot of people are saying, drink your water. Please drink your water. Hopefully you have your water right next to you. Chug it right now. Look, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to chug 8 ounces in front of you, but I'm going to take a sip because I'm dehydrated. How did you guys feel? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I love that pulsating energy. So, one last little indication that I'm receiving from the guides right now actually is if you feel tired afterwards after this, it's okay, especially if you're not used to channeling energy the way that we did this. If you feel tired, that's okay. It's almost 11 p.m. my time, so I'm gonna go to sleep right afterwards. But even if you're behind us in the time zone, if you're tired and you need to rest, it's perfectly normal. We channeled an incredible amount of energy today. Does everybody realize that? Hands up if you realize how much energy. This was very, very powerful. The pulsating energy, it takes a lot. Now, it doesn't mean that, like I was talking about in the meditation, you were channeling energy, but still you're channeling that level of light from your physical vessel. So it's okay if you feel physically tired. Okay. You did a fantastic job. You guys are amazing. So imagine there are 1900 plus people on the call here. So imagine that level, each one of us contributing this vibrating energy, this pulsating energy. That's a tremendous amount of energy that we were able to channel through. Okay, a lot of people saying they were sweating. It's okay. So like I said, don't worry about physical symptoms. Okay, just drink your water, at least 8 ounces of water right now. And then if you need to relax, if you had physical symptoms, it's okay. One thing that I love receiving feedback from you guys. So there are just so many hundreds of comments coming through. It's hard for me to see. So I like to actually receive feedback on Instagram. So hit up my Instagram and either send me a DM, send me a private message, or just comment on my post today about the meditation. Just comment or send me a message on Instagram and let me know how you felt. What was your experience of this meditation? I love to receive feedback from you guys, and I read as many messages as I possibly can. So go over there afterwards, after you rest and drink your water. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll be over there after the live. Okay. And I love you guys so much. Thank you everybody for joining. It was amazing. I love to be in lives with you guys. We channel so much energy, right? Like we are so powerful. You are so powerful, so powerful. And I'm so proud of you. And to everyone, Ukraine, Russia, everyone that's being affected by this war, I send so much love and so much tenderness. We're going to get through this. We're in a great period of transition on the planet, and this is just a little bit of the tumultuous energy of change, and it's sometimes very painful. So we send so much love. I send so much love your way, and I will see you guys soon in another YouTube live activation. Who knows when? I'll let you guys know. I've been doing these live activations by just popping up every once in a while. Okay, I don't have anything planned out. All right. So thank you guys. I love you guys. Thank you, all of the newcomers that have done this activation for the first time today with me. Thank you so much. All of our regulars who've done activations with me time and time again. I love you guys. You're getting very experienced and you're helping to anchor the group with more energy. And I always appreciate that. I love you guys so much. And I will see you guys soon. Stay safe out there, stay grounded, stay in high vibration, refuse to go into polarity, into extreme thinking, into doing the us versus them kind of thing, me versus you. Keep away from that polarity and just stay high in unity consciousness. That's what's required of light workers now. I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye. It's good to see you.